And, our fans are just amazing, really. Coming off of our Oregon trip, it's just great to see everybody behind this team and, having the pageantry and that goosebump type of feeling at the beginning of both games. Really appreciate it, as does our players. They feed off of that energy. But we were ready to play today, and we were ready to play against Utah. We've had some good practices. It doesn't always mean you're going to carry it into a game, but we were a together group, played with tremendous energy and effort. To see our guys rebound the way they did today, 39-25. As you know, I've been harping on that. That's been an Achilles heel of ours, and it's great to see us start to get that right. I believe we're becoming a better overall rebounding group. Nico Mannion deserves a lot of credit. He had 7 rebounds tonight, and he's learning. There's so many expectations on him that you forget he's only 19, and he's figuring things out as a college basketball player. But when he rebounds like that, it takes a lot of pressure off of our big guys. So I also thought Ira Lee was outstanding. His energy, his physicalness, and he set the tone for a lot of good things, especially in the second half. Yep, and I thought we created a lot of good shot opportunities. Colorado is a very good defensive team, and they're not an easy team to score on. But, we weren't perfect here this afternoon. On offense, I thought we had some really great opportunities we didn't finish. Drives or maybe shots around the basket. We had a couple open three-point shots that didn't go down. And if we would have been able to make those, we would have had a really big afternoon. But our team deserves all the credit, as does our coaching staff. It is not easy to put negative losses and how you feel a week ago behind you and bounce back. And we had a really good week this week, and I'm just really happy that we were able to carry it into both games. Well, the thing that happened to us on Sunday is there's no shame in losing to Oregon State. Like, you'll see Oregon State has a very good basketball team, and they're old. They're veterans. Trace Tinkle is a very good player. So there's nothing like, what did you do wrong because you lost a road game at Oregon State? They were the better team. They beat us. But I'd say about the 9-minute mark of that game, 10-minute mark, second half, we just quietly went away. And when you see that, that really strikes fear in you as a coach, because if that happens, it can happen again. And by the way, it's not an easy thing to fix. We showed up in both games tonight, whether we were going to win or lose against Utah and Colorado. But we had the fight in us. We had a cohesive, spirited effort. And if we weren't perfect, that's fine. We weren't going to go away. We were going to sustain that effort level through the 80 minutes that we played. And that's the thing that I'm most proud of, is that we did really play the game with great effort. No, he played a great game today. He just did. He plays every game. And, look, the one thing about our team, because of how many new players that we have, I wish that we had it right beginning in November, but sometimes it takes some trial and error, and sometimes it takes a team that fails. And, you watch guys on the road versus at home. You always know more and more as time moves on. I think we know our team better now in mid-January than maybe we would have before Christmas. So I think some of it is, you learn the personality, and you kind of see who can do what. And you know what? Ira, in the old-fashioned way, is earning a bigger role, right, because of how he performed. And without you guys being there, he's continued to really work hard in practice as well. Dylan's role in who he is, and then his age and his experience, when he doesn't play well or really has that off night, I think it affects our team. When he's solid, from a chemistry perspective and just kind of how the game feels, I think we all feel better. But Dylan's one of those guys, man. He'll keep trying. He fights, and he didn't play well at Oregon State, and a lot of guys didn't. But it's good to see him bounce back. He's a senior. He's been here for 4 years. I go back to the Anaheim tournament in November. A big reason we were able to win that tournament is he was an all-tournament player, and it's good to see him play well. We've had a good weekend here, and we have a week ahead to get healthy, to have some really good practices, go to a very difficult place at Arizona State, and try to be as ready as we can and, take our act on the road, so to speak, and be the best team that we can be. We've been at it for a number of times. And I go back to that Oregon game. There was a lot of quality play in that Oregon game. We just weren't able to get over the hump. And, hopefully we'll play like that when we play our next road game.